Brothers, apologies for not uploading these past few days, but I have been doing a few things behind the scenes, particularly looking into HVAC school. So I'm going to trading school for HVAC, so anything to do with heating, AC units, all that good stuff. I've caught an interest for it, and honestly just going to trade school for it and making some good money off of that, I think it would be a great idea. It's like a year-long course, a year and a half. It's really worth it. I mean, you make some pretty good money that you can actually invest into your entrepreneurship dream. So since I want to be an entrepreneur, I'm like, why not? You know what? I can make some good money. It can be a really good basis for my investments. And so why not? And I've also been looking into thrift store reselling. I actually just bought my first 2 pieces of clothing. So if you know what thrift store reselling, it's basically when you just buy clothing from a thrift store for cheap. As you may know, that all the stuff in the thrift store is cheap, and you resell it on eBay. So I've been looking into that. I've been looking into starting that sort of side hustle as I do YouTube. So I have a lot of things in my plate right now. I have YouTube, I'm going to start thrift store reselling, and I'm also going to start going to HVAC school, which I actually have a meeting with the college that I'm going to at the moment. I literally have it in like an hour, so I'm actually kind of making this video in a rush. But yes, those are the things that are happening behind the scenes, so I apologize for not uploading. But we are back on schedule, all right? But I have been doing some self-reflection lately, reestablishing what my goals are, just reflecting and just establishing some other goals, as you can clearly see. But anyway, let's get to the topic of today's video, because this one in particular, it's so important that you learn it, okay? I completely guarantee that there are many times that you feel like complete garbage. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you just don't feel well for that particular day for whatever reason. I mean, it could be something you ate, could be that you didn't sleep well, even though you slept for like 10 hours and somehow you just feel tired. But here is my point. Your job is to look at the goals that you currently have at the moment and to tell yourself, I'm not giving up. I might feel like garbage today. I might feel like garbage the next day. I might feel like garbage the day after that. But my goal is to not give in. That is literally all. You just have to tell yourself in your brain, it doesn't matter how I feel. Feelings don't matter when it comes to success. It's those people who can push past those feelings and tell themselves constantly, doesn't matter how I feel, I'm not going to give up at all. I know it sounds so cliche, it's so dumb, but imagine you are going through the hard times, you are going through something, and instead of you saying, I'm going to switch from this business model to another one because this one doesn't seem to be working, bro. Imagine if I looked at my YouTube channel right now, at my 70 videos, 80 videos, and I decided to give up because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, bro. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. I don't have 10,000 subscribers. When in reality, maybe my 100th video blows up and gives me those subscribers. Maybe my 150th. But you know what? Oh no, bro. I posted 70 videos already and I'm not blowing up yet. So that means I'm giving up. That means YouTube doesn't work. Imagine if you thought like that. Imagine if you looked at your dreams, you looked at your goals, any single pathway that you want to take towards success, and you looked at it and be like, oh my gosh, if this doesn't work within 3 months, if this doesn't work within blah, 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 blah. And it turns out that it would have worked in a year. And all you needed is 1 year and you would reach success. What if you needed 2 years? That's it. But you and your dumbass doesn't keep going. You feel like ass, you feel like shit sometimes. But in those crucial moments where you're tested, you give up. You fail. Listen, it's fine to feel like garbage. All of us do feel like garbage sometimes. You're no exception to the rule. So many of us feel like we doubt ourselves. Like we're not going to make it. What am I doing this for? Is this worth it? Am I taking too much of a risk? We all have those thoughts. Welcome to the club, bro. I have those thoughts. Every other YouTuber, every other entrepreneur that you know that has already made it, they had those thoughts. The uncertainty, the doubt. Am I doing this right? That means you are doing something right. That means you are taking the same path of uncertainty that every single successful entrepreneur is taking. or has taken before in order to reach that point of success. You see that millionaire, you see that person making $1 million a month, $2 million a month, 10 million a month sometimes even. But you don't see their beginnings. You don't know that they started a decade ago, 15 years ago, and they started in the same position that you and I are in right now. Beginner level, building up their foundation. But you know what? You gave up in the first 2 months, 3 months. Shameful. And I say shameful because that used to be me. I used to be switching from one thing to another, to another, to another. You know what? Let's try dropshipping for 3 months, 6 months. It didn't work. Let's try video editing for 6 months, 3 months. It didn't work. Let me try SMMA for a month, for 2 months. It didn't work. Let me try becoming a professional video gamer for 2 months, 3 months. I wanted to be a pro at a video game. And guess what? I wanted to be a pro 2.5 years ago. Imagine if I was still doing that till this day. Would I not have made it? And I'm not going to make the same mistake with YouTube. With YouTube, I am going to stick to it for a year, 2, 3 years until it works. Imagine if you stuck to something for once in your life, for 1, 2, 3 years, and you got so successful because you became so good at that thing, inevitably. Over the years, you learned so much that there's no way that you won't become successful. Those things that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the thrift store reselling, the HVAC course, those things I'm going to stick to. I put it in my mind. I'm going to do these things and I'm going to do them in the long run. I'm going to do YouTube in the long run. It doesn't matter if it takes me 100, 200, 250 videos to reach the point that I'm successful with this. But make no mistake, I'm going to keep on going no matter how long it takes. That's the mentality that you should have. Stop putting yourself in such a rush, bro. Oh, I have to make it within the next 2 to 3 months. Shut the f*** up. Shut up. Give yourself time, bro. Give yourself time. You can free yourself. You can become that successful person that you want. But seriously, you have to give yourself some time and patience. As long as you keep on putting in the effort, you will make it. You might be saying, Angel, well, you're not successful right now. Oh yeah, well, go look at literally any other successful person that already exists. They will tell you the exact same stuff that I'm telling you right now. Mark my words. Search up anyone else. You've probably heard this before. You just need someone to shove it down your throat. Seriously, man, just ingrain it into your head. I hope this helps you comprehend the severity of hopping from one thing to another each and every single time without sticking to it. With that being said, stick to your dreams, brother. Stop switching from thing to thing, for the love of God. Please. If you want to join a Discord server filled with young men and women just like you, who are also on their self-improvement path, go ahead and join that link in the description, alright, brother? And remember, a man who masters himself is truly free.